Hey guys, we're going to be going back to Behold the Dark Calamity for a different clear than my first one. EXT or hard mode, no KOs, 4 or less, 4 turns or less. So this is a magical fight. Well, you can use anything technically. I did use physical in my first clear, but as it turns out, it's actually immune to defense breaks. I didn't realize that my first time. If your physical units are overpowered enough, you can definitely just blow through it, not a problem. But it's preferable to use mages because he can be spirit broken. So, mages are the way to go if you're having a little problems with this fight. Weak to dark, it is a beast, and it does physical damage only, so evasion cover handles it for us. So we're going to use Galoof to evasion cover for us. We're going to use Louise as our spirit breaker, killer buffer, and LB filler. And we're going to use Olivera as our damage dealer. It's a tag chaining mage. Now the mission is 4 units or less. You can definitely bring different mages. For example, like a tag chainer and Ibarra if you want to just cap her. Or you can use some just regular dark mages, which Angela would be a great choice. Or you could probably even go off element and use like whatever mage you want and just use imperils. I don't actually know what the boss's resistances are, so that's actually a good question. In any case, we're going to use Galoof to evasion cover the team. We're going to use Louise to do her killer buff, her 90% spirit break, and then just some LB fill. And then we're going to use Olivera in the shift form to do Inspiring Finale and then triple the tag chain. Now keep in mind, Olivera's shift form scales on MP stat, and magical killers. Now as you can see, just the setup turn did 20% damage with Olivera. So some physical attacks on Galoof, he's covering, not a problem. Now if your Olivera is not EX2, your LB won't be filled, you can use Louise to quad cast Ionic Fire Blaster. That's an AoE LB fill. That'll always guaranteed fill up Galoof's LB. And then Galoof can use Entrust on Olivera and Entrust to fill him up, and you can do that every single turn for turns 2, 3, and 4, and it's LB every turn. So this is probably going to take out the boss right here, the tag chaining LB. It might not. If it doesn't, we'll just do it again on the next turn. It didn't, not a problem. So I'll show you exactly what I mean about using Louise and then Galoof. Okay, so Louise will just quad cast Ionic Fire Blaster. That's going to always fill up Galoof all the way. Galoof will entrust over to Olivera, and we will do the LB. So there we go. There's the end of the boss. So I'll show you the gear we're using. So Galoof is just using full evasion. Nothing else matters, just full evasion. And he was chosen because he can entrust. We had an empty party slot. If you don't have Galoof, you can just use like an entruster for Olivera or another damage dealer. You can bring like Ibarra to cap. I'm struggling to think of any other dark mages specifically other than Ibarra and Olivera. I can't think of them. I don't know. There's probably more. Louise completely naked. She's literally here for the 90% break and some LB fill, and she does do a 50% killer buff. You could add like Ling for a bigger killer buff, or Reyna, whatever you want. Then Olivera, relatively cheap gear. Her own STMR, or his own ST, or their own STMR. Olivera and Rivera in the shift form. It is a good STMR for this build. Other than that, Beast Killer, Barbaricious Spirit, etc. Chain Cap up, their own card. And then we've got maxed LB, 275 Beast, and 9,615 Magic. So there's all missions. If we didn't kill the boss, maybe your Olivera is only EX1 or something. Go on to turn 4, not a problem. Just do the same thing. Refill Galoof, entrust over there, and LB again, or just add more DPS. There's got to be more dark mages. I'm sitting here thinking in the back of my head, what other mages are dark mages in the game? I cannot think of any. I'm sure someone's going to post in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Who else is like a dark mage? Obviously Angela can be any mage you want. Oh my god, Dark Rain just came out. Dark Rain would be great here. He probably OTK it. I'm turn 1, I bet. If he's EX2. But yeah, anyhow, behold the Dark Calamity Extreme. Not very extreme. But there you go. So there's a little bit of an easier clear to replicate if you don't have like the overpowered team I used on day one. Anyway, see you next time.